Good evening, everyone. On the air with VA3EWV. On the air with VA3EWV AllStar EchoLink Friday night net. Tonight's topic. This evening's topic. Have you had to deal with tool outages, hardware and/or software related, during QSOs, and if so, how did you tackle those? That's our topic for the night. On the air with VA3EWV AllStar EchoLink night. As we always do, we're going to start with the song first. This one's On the Road here. That's going to be starting in 3 minutes, folks. 3 minutes. Just making sure everything's all set up and going. If you come and join us here on YouTube, make sure you leave your call sign and your name. Please like and subscribe. Join the channel. We're up to over 600 subscribers on our YouTube channel. 500 subscribers on the Facebook group. We have 4 people already in the waiting room, waiting for us to start the net. So that's pretty good. Testing audio, testing audio. I hope the audio is playing. I need to check that. See if the live is playing. Oh, I don't hear anything. Okay. We're good. The time is 8 p.m. Good evening, everyone. This is Ernest, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. And thanks for coming out to hang with us for the Friday evening AllStar EchoLink Net, the AllStar EchoLink Net. Also, if you have QRZ, check me out on QRZ, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, where you will find my Facebook group and the YouTube channel. You can look at those. And see what all the radio fun's about. Good evening, everyone. We do have a couple repeaters connected, so let's just check. Is there any emergency traffic on the repeaters, VE3PGC? Any emergency traffic, please come now. Nothing heard. It's good to see a lot of you that are coming back. We already have about 5 people here in the room and 3 people on the YouTube. We do stream live. We do stream live on Friday nights. So if you're not able to make it, you can always go back and look at the replay. And we have a lot of good topics and things like that. Tonight's topic is, I had it in the chat there. This evening's topic: how do you deal with tool outages, hardware and or software, out in the field while you're doing your QSOs? I'm out a lot and I'm just on the radio a lot, and I've had to deal with a lot of technical issues out in the field. How do you deal with those technical issues? That's in the shack or abroad. That's our topic for tonight. Let me pause. If you're joining us for the first time, we do use NetLogger. For those that are following along on YouTube, we do use NetLogger for our tracking. You can also view who's monitoring it. So we do have that capability. We also, like I said, have AllStar EchoLink. Soon, when I get time, my ham provider people will be connected, and we'll have it that way. Also, I got a few phone calls from other interested parties wanting to connect to this net from their AllStar Node. So, looks like we're going to be having some fun with that. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and here's how this net works. We have 3 rounds of traffic. The first round of traffic is the topic of the day. The second round of traffic is what you're doing on the weekend. And the third round of traffic is just a open mic, and that gives you the chance to talk to people that you met tonight. Always have pen and paper handy when you come to this net. Always have pen and paper handy. Not because I'm going to give you any technical expertise. That's not going to happen. I will show you how to have some fun on the radio. But there are people among us that do have that. And for the last couple of nets, we've been able to help people out and get them on the air in certain aspects of the radio. So when you come in, you're going to come in with your name, your call sign, your QTH, how long you've been a ham, and then you can either choose the topic of this evening or whatever you want to talk about. You're not stuck with just the topic of the evening. So name, call sign, QTH, how long you've been a ham, and then hit the topic. And the topic again is how do you deal with tool outages, hardware or software related, when you're out in the field. Our first person that was here this evening was Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. Come on in.
EWV and the net, this is K5BTL. Good evening, Ernest, and everyone on board. Well, I guess with being out in the field, especially parks on the air, there's any software issues or hardware. I guess the next thing to do would be just paper log. on my wife's tablet. Newton is hosting DeRidder, Louisiana tonight for football, and I think Newton just made a touchdown. So also on YouTube, I'm watching the pregame stuff for Jacksonville. Going to be at Athens tonight. So a lot of football Friday. So anyway, I think that's it for right now. It's about 80 degrees in Tyler right now, and we've had a few showers come in this evening, so it's kind of cooled things off a little bit. Back over to you, Ernest. K5BDL.
K5BDL in the group. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Yes. Yes, if you're writing the notes down there. Let's see. Our friend there, Brad, loves some sports, especially football. I love all the bands. As a matter of fact, I had a lot of really great friends that I went to school with that went on to be music directors there in the States. Of course, I moved from the States. If I hadn't, I would have been pursuing that as well, music, because we were all going to school to be band directors there. But DeRidder had a very, very awesome band, that's for sure. I remember that. And by the way, I worked at DeRidder. I was living in Natchitoches. My aunt lived in Leesville. And they had opened a Domino's Pizza there, right by the base, and I managed that store for a number of years. And it's something else when you're working a military base, Domino's Pizza. It is busy. I think I had something like 30 drivers. But yeah, man, you're making me homesick because this is the time of year where all the bands are out there. You know, it's getting a little cool. The leaves are falling down. You're getting those good concessions. I know we used to have the Frito pies. I don't know if you know about that. But yes, a lot of that. Now, let me pause. And back to the topic, I guess what you could say is, if you're out there on the field and you're using something like FT8 and it goes haywire, then you'll just go to another mode. I guess that's what you're saying. If you're having problems with your loggers and things like that, you don't make a fuss about it. You just switch to paper log and get it done there. And then, yeah, so it looks like you have backups. So I guess that's the name of the game. The reason I asked that question is because I've been plagued with the WRL having its fits and things like that right in the middle of pileups, you know. So, you know, how do you carry yourself when you're on the air? I haven't filmed in a while, and you're having all these issues popping up, right? How do you deal with those things without bringing it up over the air? How do you change things? So, yeah. Thank you so much there, Brad. And Newton and DeRidder, they both are like hometowns to me. So you got to root for one or the other. So if I had to root for one or the other, I got to go with the Louisiana boys there for DeRidder High School. That's right. Okay, thank you. Before we move on, are there any short time check-ins or anybody on the repeaters wish to check in before we get down into it? This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor.
Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima.
Okay, net recognizes John, Victor Echo 2 Echo Quebec Lima / VA3EWV-L or something like that. John, how's it going? John, how do you deal with technical issues in the field there? Or just what are you up to? So start with your name, call sign, QTH, how long you been a ham, etc.
Call is Victor Echo 2 Echo Quebec Lima. Been involved since the mid-1970s. I'm in Michaelin, Ontario. Name is John, Juliet, Oscar, Henry, November. And I love QRP. I do not have that much time to operate radio, but I am getting my station and my antennas set up and also preparing for the Eastern Ontario Hamfest, which is next Saturday. Anybody interested, they could go to the site eohamfest.com. EO stands for Eastern Ontario Hamfest.com. We have visitors from all the way from Kingston, Brockville, New York State that borders the Cornwall area, Quebec, all parts of Ottawa region. and we're looking forward to seeing a lot of you nice people there. And with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control.
That's right, John. That's right. The Eastern Ontario Hamfest. I have that up on the screen for those watching on YouTube there. eohamfest.com. And I just noticed that the main picture has my good friend Renee there, the Silent Key Renee, who's a big DMR fan. Big DMR fan in digital radio, but couldn't get him on the EchoLink that much. Oh my goodness. Poor Renee was always plagued with people saying that DMR wasn't real radio, and I was trying to get him to get the EchoLink, and he's saying that's not real radio, so that's fun. Anyway, yeah, Eastern Ontario Hamfest is going to be coming up soon. You can check out the website. I'll be there, and the wife has a booth, and she does personalized things and things like that. So yeah, hope to see everybody there. Thank you, John, for that. Okay, any other folks on repeaters wishing to check in or any short time check-ins, please come down. For those that are just joining, come in with your name, call sign, your QTH, how long you've been a ham, and today's topic is how do you deal with tool outages or you can tell I'm a IT professional. How do you deal with issues in the field or at home when your computer's not working right or your software's not working right, things like that, and you happen to be in the middle of QSOs, rack choose, or contesting? What do you do to get yourself out of those situations? Okay, any other folks on repeaters wanting to check in, please come down. Okay, nothing heard. Like I said, the first person we had was KB5 Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima. Next person we had on there was Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Bravo X-Ray. Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Bravo X-Ray. That was Bentley. I don't see them there anymore, but we're going to check and see if they're there, and we'll be right back.
VA3EWV-L.
Was that VE2D Delta Echo Whiskey?
QSL, I'll give you the weather report from Lacan, Quebec. My handle is Robert, and I'm in Lacan, Quebec. The temperature outdoors is 14 degrees Celsius. It feels like 13 degrees Celsius. The humidity is at 48%. The dew point is at 3 degrees Celsius. The barometric pressure is at 30.15, rising, and the sunset is at 6:37, and the sunset is at 18:57, and the sunrise is at 6:37, and we have a waning crescent moon phase.
Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you so much, VE2, Victor Echo 2, Delta Echo Whiskey. The dew drop out there. Hey, look, that with the dew, that's pretty cool that you're giving a good weather report. I don't know if your call sign has anything to do with radio, but I know that we used to have a lot of dew on the ground when I was growing up there in Louisiana. Thanks for the weather report. Thanks for being out here. We're here every Friday night. You are a new check-in. We're here every Friday night with this net. We have a variety of topics and a lot of people here. So far already, we have 9 people waiting to check in. We appreciate it, Robert, and thanks for joining us this evening. We hope to have you back. Next on the list, NX3F, Mr. Allen, NX3F, come on in. Yeah, Mr. Allen, when you came in, we heard the good evening, and then you fell off there. We heard good evening, then you fell off. Try it again. Okay, we'll pick it up with Mr. Allen. He probably has some technical difficulties, but I know he'll figure it out. He's been doing that, using that for a long time there. Let's bring on Kilo Golf 5, Foxtrot India. Kilo Golf 5, Foxtrot India. If you're still out there, please come on in and join us. How are you this evening?
Good evening, Ernest and Annette. Name here is Jack. KG5FI. Been a ham since 1982. It's in Sunset, Texas, north of Fort Worth by about an hour's worth of drive. And I have had some issues working FT8. I like to use QRZ to kind of keep track of who I'm communicating with, but I've got to have the internet access to do that. One of the parks I go to, it's kind of hit or miss to get a hotspot on my phone. It's 50-50. It depends upon, I guess, the time of the day. That's been just a little bit frustrating, but I'll keep a paper log and look things up later after I get home. But that's about it. I'm on the road this evening. I'm actually heading up to Maryland. I'm going to babysit a 5-year-old grandson. So back to the net.
Kilo Golf 5, Foxtrot India. Thanks for being out there. Hey, look, Mr. Jack, it's always good to have you out there. Safe travels, too. And good to spend time with the grandkids. If you guys been hanging out with me for a while or checking out my YouTube channel there on the air with VA3EWV, I have 2 grandsons, one's 6 and one's 8. And we have a lot of fun in and around the shack and on the radio, things like that. So, yeah, you're talking about FT8 and having a signal and things like that. Well, I'll tell you, I'm a big fan of FT8, and I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. I do worldwide flora fauna where you need 44 contacts to activate, unlike POTA that you need 10. But I do know that with worldwide flora fauna, you don't have to get it all at one time. You can get it multiple times. But here's the deal: I don't like going out more than one time. If I can get it, I can get it. So there have been times that I've gone out, only had a couple hours, and FT8 has saved me for sure. And I have a variety of loggers. I like World Radio League. I have that. I like hammers. I always have hammers ready to go just in case everything falls out because it's an app. It's an app, not a web-based program, and you can use it while it's not connected to the internet. So you can use that. There's some other programs you can use too that will help you out on your FT8 logging. And then when you get home, you can upload it to the web without having to transpose it from paper to electronic, because that's a pain. On those good days when I go out, I can do upwards of 350, 400 contacts, and I wouldn't have any motivation to put that from paper to paper to on the log there. Anyway, thanks for being out there, and we'll catch you on the next round through because we do have 2 rounds of traffic. We're checking the repeaters one more time or any short time check-ins. Repeaters or short time check-ins, please come down with your call sign, your QTH, and your name. Okay, nothing heard. We're going to bring it down the list there. The Kilo Quebec 4 Delta X-ray, that DX station there. I like the call sign there. Victor, so Kilo Quebec 4 Delta X-ray, come on in. Okay, we'll give Justin a little time. We see he's calling in on AllStar, Kilo Quebec 4 Delta X-ray. I hope nothing's happening to the AllStar tonight, because I know that NX3F is coming on AllStar as well. So NX3F, November X-ray 3, Foxtrot, are you there? Over.
Yes, I'm here. NX3F. Yeah, the AllStar dropped out. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna keep it short here. NX3F.
Well, you're sounding good, so you don't have to keep it short. And that's what we're talking. That's the whole point of this net tonight. How do you deal with issues when you are in the moment, right? Some people decide they'll just might pack it up and go. Some people work through it, and I just want everyone to know that this net here, you can try to get into your AllStar net the whole time the thing's going on. Don't care. I'll stay here and so you can work it out. You can come in as many times as you want to. We encourage that. EchoLink as well. If you do a first time EchoLink or first time AllStar, you're trying to get in here for the first time, I have the patience of Job. We'll get you on there, that's for sure. Also, if anything's bothering you guys out there in the radio that you can't get it quite figured out, like a radio program or anything like that, this is the place to come. We have a lot of people that are listening in, the scanner listeners, and we can get you taken care of. So, Mr. Allen, don't be short. How's it going with you? I haven't heard you in a while there. And how do you deal with those issues, those hardware, software, technical issues there? Over.
Yeah, okay, Ernest. This is NX3F. Yeah, like I was saying, I haven't operated HF in the field since computers were the number one or number two tool in the ham shack. Last time I operated HF in the field or any portable operations, I used a paper log. That just goes to show you how long it's been. I don't know why this dropped out. I'm kind of keep my eye on the internet here now. I have a funny feeling I might have an issue with the internet, so I am going to keep it short. Back to net control. This is NX3F.
Thank you so much, Mr. Allen. And also, we should call you a lifetime member. You've been here since I got the net started over 2 years ago. So it's always good to have you out there. And he'll let you know when he comes back in. We've learned a lot together and heard a lot of cool things on here with different people doing satellite ops, you name it. We've ran through people doing it. Okay, we'll break with you at this time, Mr. Allen. And the next person I have on my list is Kilo Quebec 4 Delta X-Ray. Please come on in. Okay, he's probably trying to get stuff started out. And then my friend who's been very patiently waiting, Kilo Juliet 5, Golf Victor Quebec. KJ5, I see, I don't like it like that. I like it like this. KJ5 GVQ. How's it going, Robert? How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, bud. I tried to get in with AllStar. I couldn't get in, and then I got in with EchoLink, and for some reason it kicked me out. So I hope this thing's working now. I did not know that you used to live in Natchitoches, and I got to ask the question, was you there when the Sports Hall of Fame was built? I actually put the elevator in that place. That was a strange building with all those stones that they brought in. But either way, I'm rambling. I know I am because I know you were saying I think give our name's Ricky and been a ham for a little over a year. And
what?
Just loving the hobby. Learned a lot and having a blast with it. Back to you, Ernest.
Come on now. When you said I've been ham for a little over a year, I was like, what? I had no idea. I thought you've been a long time a ham. You're doing a lot in the hobby in your short time too. I got my license in 2023, and I've done a lot. Well, I didn't know I was doing a lot. Just people were saying you do a lot. So I guess we're both doing a lot. You and I have been on and the topic tonight was how do you deal with computer, just issues when you're trying to do QSOs, and you're asking about Natchitoches, and I just want to make sure, are you talking about Natchez, Mississippi, or Natchitoches, Louisiana? But before you answer that, just wanted to make sure, do you have any tales or any stories for us for how do you deal with issues in the field when you're just trying to get stuff done and the loggers aren't working or the radios are not working or antennas not working for you? How do you deal with that? Do you just pack up and leave, or do you try to work through it, or what? Over.
That's a really good question. I'm not a fan of paper logs. If I had to do a paper log, I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't have the discipline art of handwriting, and so if I had to rely on that, there's no way I could make it happen. Now I do love the World Radio League, but I did do a test with that N3. I'm gonna mess it all up, but you know what I'm saying. The AC log. You don't have to have internet for it. And so that's my background, because if I don't have internet, I can use this. I won't be able to see people's names and whatnot, or, pull up their actual QRZ in real time. But that is my go-to. I absolutely love that log. And then now that I've got that app through World Radio League where it will read it, and it'll submit everything to World Radio League. Let me reset. To the Natchitoches, I was talking about Natchitoches, Louisiana. I can't remember what year that was when I was up there. It's been several years ago. But yeah, it was Natchitoches, Louisiana. And then one thing I did want to say, I know a bunch of people were talking about the FT8. Just not last weekend before, I was operating that Route 66 on the air one night. And band conditions were just horrible. It was so noisy. And I don't know if it was all band conditions, but I did set up in a different spot, and I just could not hardly hear. And I looked down, and I signed up for 2 hours, but I looked down, and there was an opening for FT8, and that's what I did. I said, well, I'm going to pull the plug on the SSB, and I dropped the FT8, and the calls started rolling in. Well, I don't want to keep it. I'm going to send it to you, and I'll be sticking around. KJ5GVQ, back to you.
Roger, KJ5GVQ in the group. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Yep. I did not see the Hall of Fame built there. I was in Natchitoches for seems like forever. I graduated from high school in '86, and I left Natchitoches in 1992, I think it was, to move to Shreveport, Louisiana, by Bossier City. Yeah, and that's where I went to university. I had a lot of fun there, and I was actually in a scene in the movie Still Magnolias that was filmed right on the street that I was living on, and they did most of their filming there in our band room. So got to see Sally Fields, Olympia Dukakis, all those folks like that. It was nice. So Dolly Parton was there as well. I got to see all the inside and outside stuff. It was great. Got to talk to them all the time and things like that. It was a really good thing. Okay, thank you so much there, KG5GVQ. And yeah, man, hold on out there. Let's get those things in the log. Let's see who we have up next. Let me pause. I actually lost what window I was on. Okay. We've gotten lots of people that are out there. Let's see. I don't think we heard from yet, and there must be something going on with the AllStar because most people coming in with AllStar are not getting on. I'm going to go to my AllStar node because I'm on the local repeater. Let me just switch to my AllStar node and see what's going on. I'll be right back. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor VA3EWV. NX3F, do you read me there?
Oh, yes, sir. You sound really good. Really good here on AllStar. Go ahead. NX3F.
Okay. All right. No problem. I just wanted to make sure that it was running along there. Okay. Yeah. So, Richard, thanks for that. Did not get to see it, but now that you said that, the next time I'm home, because my parents live in Alexandria, they live there, so that's an hour from Natchitoches. So I wouldn't mind going to see that and go and see my old alma mater and stuff like that. It'll be fun to go visit. Go down there and get me some meat pies and some boudin. I don't know if you know about that, Richard. Woo. I don't know if Brad knows about any of that good eating either, though. He's in Texas. Well, he's in Texas, but I don't know if they get down with the boudin and stuff like that. See, this is the football weather, right? That's when you have those tailgates and stuff like that, barbecues. Y'all know Y'all don't know what time it is. Okay. Do we have anyone else on the repeaters or any other check-ins? Want to check in? Come now, because I'm at the bottom list. Any other check-ins? Please come now. Okay, we're going to switch gears there, and we're going to get into what we're doing for fun, not just radio fun, but fun on the weekend. As my friend was saying there, our new friend there, Robert, who came in to say hello to us from Quebec, VA3EWV, it's starting to get cool here. I've been wearing my sweater at night doing the POTA, and it is 65. No, it's 55 degrees here. At my house, it's 55 degrees, so it's definitely cool weather here. It's already coming. So, what are you guys doing for the weekend? We have Brad there at the top. I know he's going to be probably doing football. K5, Bravo Delta Lima. Come on in.
VA3EWV and the net. This is K5EDL, and yes, you know about that Boudin. I think I told you when we had been at a Newton game, there was a cooler full of Boudin that was from a fan. And when we were leaving after the game there in Newton, they said, "Hey, we got some Boudin left over. You want some?" And she's like, "Well, like, yeah." And so we ate some right there. And by the way, Newton is tied up with the Ritter 8-8. Newton always loves to do that 2-point conversion after a touchdown, and apparently so does the Ritter. So I bet it's going to be a barn burner tonight. So try to keep you updated there. Anyway, it's going to be a good game there, I think. And Jacksonville is about to kick off with Athens. Watching that on YouTube. So multitasking with this net and listening to 2 football games at once. So back to you, K5BDL.
K5BDL in the group, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Hey, look, you're bringing back memories of watching the game while listening to a game. My dad, and we call them unks, all my uncles, my Uncle Richard, my Uncle Robert, Mr. George Nash there, and Mr. Old Willie, they had those little handheld AM radios, if you remember. When they'd be at a game, and then they would have their radio to their ear listening to the other game, because, you know, it was high school football, so you would just tune into different radio stations, and you're trying to see what the score is and stuff like that. You didn't have internet like we have now that you can just follow along with, 15 things at a time. So that was some good times back there. And then later on, they got the little earpiece, and then you hear them yelling and screaming when everything was quiet at the other field. So you were kind of intrigued at what team was winning and who they were talking about. So that's what you remind me of now. Thanks so much for that. Okay, we don't have Victor Echo 3 Foxtrot Bravo Extra. Let me check out here's on YouTube here. We do have people watching. If you want to put your call sign in the chat or your name, we can get you in the log. Let's see. NX3F, what are you doing on the weekend there, over?
VA3EWV NX3F. Well, tomorrow afternoon I got to do we're doing an outside concert at a big multicultural fair in Virginia. That's going to eat up half the day tomorrow, and then Sunday probably just kind of chill out. Haven't been doing much work on the radio here lately. Haven't been active here at all. Other projects been going on, and it's kind of like taking me away from the radio. So that's about it from here, Ernest. Thank you very much, sir. Good job as usual. VA3EWV NX3F.
Also, it's so good to have you out there, Michelle, all the time. And look, hey, man, I know how life is. I was sitting up there. You guys been watching me on the Facebook group there. I was soaring at the top there with that Radio Amateurs of Canada Outdoor Challenge. I stepped it up there in December, first place. Rang in the new year, first place in January, then February, then March. Then April, then May, the wife wanted to go on a cruise. So I started, I was still good far ahead because here in Canada, nobody wants to go out in those freezing, snowy temperatures and stuff, and ice and all that stuff. And then June, I got the promotion there on the 13th of June. Got real busy with that. And then, of course, the pool is finally open here. It wasn't warm enough until June. So all the grandkids and stuff and daughter's a teacher, kids are out for school. They were taking turns coming here because we got a big place, lots of land. And I was entertaining them. June, July came, same thing. Old boy gets out there and goes and does like 70-something parks in 1 month. And I was like, what the hell? He wiped out my whole 6 months of work. And now this month, my other friend, Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot, he's out there doing 1,000 parks a day for 30 days. His wife gave him permission. And just when I caught back up again, he smoked me out. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to put the ass whooping on him here soon. I might have to take off work and just go show them how it's done. They're playing with me, right? I ain't going to let them get the first there. They go out there and have some fun and get their name up there for 1 month or two. That's no big deal. But October, November, December, they better get ready for it. Okay, Mr. Allen, we're going to break with you and see. I'll pause here. We'll get down to KJ5GVQ. What are you doing on the weekend there? Over. KJ5GVQ actually dropped out as soon as I asked him, so he might pop back in there. Because I know they're having a little bit of problem with. There he is. KJ5GVQ. What are you doing on the weekend there? Over.
Yeah, that was totally my bad. First, I grabbed the ATF mic to answer, and then I realized it. And then when I went to hit the transmit button on the phone, I hung up. So yeah, my bad. Man, I don't know. We're gonna do something for one of my daughter's birthdays tomorrow. I do have a 11-meter antenna that I'm gonna try to go pick up tomorrow, and I don't know if I'll watch the football. I got that OSU Tulsa game on while I'm playing on the net. So I know what you're talking about watching a game, listening to a game, and all that. So yeah, that's something else. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. If I get half a chance, I'm gonna try to squeeze some soda in. You can believe that. Back to you, KJ5GVQ.
That's what I'm talking about, KJ5GVQ. Well, I might as well say what I'm doing on the weekend before we go down west. So I'm not at the house 5 days a week. I'm living in Ottawa, or I won't say living, but I keep switching between the two daughters because it's just too expensive to drive back home, paying 20-something bucks a day for parking downtown in our nation's capital there, plus filling up the old SUV 3 times a week. It adds up. It's about $1,200 a month just to go to work. So it costs me $1,200 to go to work. So trying to cut down on that expense. We're supposed to be working at home by September 13th. That's come and gone. So that's not gonna be that. So now that one second, let me pause. So I already know my faith. If I want to have 2 legs and 2 arms, if I come here talking about some radio stuff, and I've been going all week long, it's gonna be a whooping. I can tell you that now. And I don't blame no girl. So what I said to her before I got home, I'm like, hey, look, you don't wake up on the weekends until about 8:30, 9 o'clock. You don't get the coffee in you until 9:30, 10, right? And then you usually can't talk to you until 10, 10:30. So what I'm gonna do, just so I can live and not let those old guys that are living on the saltwater coast get ahead of me there, I'm just gonna go out first thing in the morning, hit the road at 5:30, be at the Porter Park by 6. And you know what? There's no need to calling you out, wasting your air. I'm just going to throw an FT8 on 40 meters. And that's what I'm going to do until about 9 o'clock and then head on home, have breakfast with the old lady and start my day. So that's going to be my next 2 days. And that's an FT8 is going to do that for me. I don't have to worry about conditions or who's there. There's always somebody on the FT8. Okay, I've gone down the list. We have Kilo Quebec 4 Delta X-ray that was in from Lester, from North Carolina. Did you make it? Kilo Quebec 4 Delta X-ray. Okay, Kilo Golf 5 Foxtrot India. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Kilo Golf 5 Foxtrot India. As I said, I'm on the road. I drove from Texas. I made it up to Virginia today, and tomorrow morning finish about a 3, maybe 4 hour drive to my daughter's house in Maryland. She lives just outside Washington, D.C., and it's going to be gone. In fact, she works for a Canadian bank, BMO. Probably have heard of it. And she's going to be busy traveling the entire week, so I'm going to babysit her 5-year-old son, and I'll play with some FT8 if I can get out. I have to take him to school each day of the week, and I'll find some photo parks to get to and do some FT8 while I'm up there. And do some of our FCC testing. I work with a volunteer examiner team. We do that all remotely on the computer also. So I'll be doing that all week long. I'll be there, and then I have to drive back home at the end of the week. I hope you all have a good day, and I'm going to have to jump out here shortly. So enjoy, and thank you so much, Ernest, for doing this.
Roger. Yeah, we'll go out there and have some fun. I'm probably going to try to, since I'm going out so early in the morning, I'm going to try to make my debut. I'm going to try to get the courage to do the CW POTA activation. I'm 4 weeks into this class with CW Ops, and I'm going to go download, go to the Parks on the Air webpage and look at the POTA, whatever you call it, to see how they do it, and I'm going to take a stab at it. If I can't get it, I'll just turn off the radio. I'll just turn off the radio and I'll bail. But yeah, I'm going to try to get it there because I'm going to see what I can do. All right, thanks for being out there. Have a good evening there, and we'll see you next time. All right, we are at the bottom list. If anybody else wants to check in and say hello or share what they're doing for the weekend, please come now. And for those of you that are on YouTube, after every net, we do play one of our songs that's on the YouTube channel there, but not over the radio, folks. We don't do that. But that's for the folks who are on the YouTube channel. So we're going to be doing the Park to Park. Since we're talking about POTA, I'll be doing Big E's POTA Adventures. So you can go to my website, check out my YouTube channel. There's a playlist there with all the ham radio songs that were created by a friend of mine. And I've done some myself too. So go take a listen to those over there. Okay, any last check-ins, please come now. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, we're going to call that a wrap, folks. Thanks for being out here. Today, we were able to get on here. Kilo 5, Bravo, Delta Lima, Brad from Texas. Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Bravo X-Ray, Bentley from Ontario, Cache Bay. NX3F, Mr. Allen from Temple Hills, Maryland. KG5, Foxtrot India, Mr. Jack from Sunset, Texas. Kilo Quebec 4, Delta X-Ray. Justin, we're still waiting on Justin to get in there. From North Carolina. Victor Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima. John, our friend John down the road from Monkland. VE2, Delta Echo Whiskey. Our new friend Rob with the weather report there, the Do Man. VE3TAC, Trevor from Ottawa. Oh, good to have you out there, Trevor. I didn't think, Trevor from Ottawa. And then my good friend Richard, KJ5 GVQ. So thanks everybody for being out there. Have a good weekend. We'll see you same time, same bat channel, 8 o'clock Friday, if the Lord says the same. Have a great week in 7-3. And for those of you watching on YouTube, we're about to go play some music. Bye for now.
Comment, Ernest, before you wrap it up.
Roger. Go ahead there, Robert. Go ahead, Robert, with your comment. Come on in.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a guy. He's got a YouTube channel, KD8 Post Boy. I've got him in my log a few times, but he's doing. He's trying. I don't know what the purpose is, but he's doing a 24-hour stay at the park. 2 parks. He's on 14.330, and I'd imagine he'd love to hear from y'all. So I'm gonna try to get him here in a bit. And I just want to pass this down the line. I think he's going on about 7 hours now. Back to you, but appreciate it. KJ5 GVQ.
Hey, yeah, you know what? I watched a guy like several weeks ago doing the same thing. It was him. It looked like some of his brothers or friends or something like that. Hey, what's his call sign again?
My screen just jumped on me. Let me find KD Kilo Delta 8 Lima Hotel Romeo. Kilo Delta 8 Lima Hotel Romeo. His channel is Poda Boy, and like I say, he's at 2 parks there in Ohio on 14.330.
Yeah, we got him up on the screen now. And yeah, and you know what? Hey, I saw another guy doing that, and I've gotten him in a log too. And he actually watches his channel. He actually watches my YouTube channel. I've seen him logging in before too. So my HF rig's out in the car. I just got home though, and he's going to be out there. See, that's the best part you just said. I can go in here and have late supper with the XYL, and show her some love and stuff like that. Go to bed and get stuff. Set the alarm for about 2:30. Go out there, try to work him. And the other guy I saw out there doing that, what he did, and I'm going to do it too. He had the one radio and on whatever 40 or something. Then he had those filters, those bandpass filters. And then he was working FT8 as well. So he was spotted twice. It's always twice as nice. I read through all the rules and regulations on POTA, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can actually do that. So I'm going to see. I need to get me a bandpass filter, but that's something that sounds good to me. So yeah, go out and check him out, folks. Kilo Delta 8 Lima Hotel Romeo POTA Boy is live. Let's go. 24-hour POTA twofer. He's doing a twofer on top of it. Okay, we're going to show him some love out there. That's for sure. Thanks for letting me know that, KJ5 GVQ.
I don't know, but I found these results
Yeah,
on search.
man, I just feel like we got to stick together, look out. I scrolled on to him and I put a comment out there, and he come back and say, "Hey, man, I followed your channel, and love what you do, and I'm hoping you'll give me one." And I didn't even realize he had a channel. And yeah, and I looked, and sure enough, but I couldn't hardly hear him. So I'm just waiting on the gray lines pass now. Maybe I'll be able to get him here in a bit. So that was what I was going to do. Appreciate it, and I'm sure he will too. Step 3, y'all, from KJ5 GVQ.
Yeah, it's an X3F. I got the rig on here now. I don't hear them here in Maryland, but I'll listen a little bit here, see if I can't hear it, fella.
Yeah, we got to find a way that when we're out there streaming and stuff like that, that it pops up on the screen that is showing what frequency we're on. Because I know after reviewing a lot of my comments, the people were like, they were talking, and I can't see them talking, but they're like, what frequency, what frequency, what frequency? So I just thought they would just go to the POTA thing and see it there, but not everybody has that stuff. So we got to get him out there and get him spotted and things like that. And all that. Yeah. So Mr. Allen, yeah, thanks for at least trying them out. I'm gonna do that. But I'm probably gonna advertise for about a week or so. and then I'm gonna do that and set me a little shocker. And every time somebody comes back, it'll wake me up, and I'll give them in the QSO, go back to sleep, shock, you wake up, make the QSO, go back to sleep. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing there, break. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got a dude in here from Alabama. I guess it's KDA. He's out in Ohio, Michigan area.
Yeah, I got a big 5.9 on that Alabama station, probably 10 over. Yeah. I tell you, Vincent, one thing I want to do, I know we've talked about it, but we never did try to put it in stone, is I'd like to do activation with you, but where we can, you could be up there and I could be down here, and we still do the activation together, over.
Hey, hey man, I hadn't even heard of that, but you know what? Heck, I'm down. You know, it's getting wintertime, and 40 and 80 they're about to pop off, right? So that'll be good. You know, we're like, that'll be kind of cool. I don't know how we can pull it off, but yeah, we can definitely do that. That's for sure. Hey, look, if nothing else, too, we could be doing the live on the YouTube there. You know, right, and doing it that way. Over.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen it on YouTube, but I know a guy that done it, and I don't remember where he was, but I was like, man, that would be cool. And they just pass it back and forth just as if you're sitting at the table. Whoever's got the mic last is the one that takes the says QRZ, and then they just send them back around. And if I can't hear them, but you can, you work them, and I can't work them. And then it just goes again. But yeah, I think it'd be fun, especially if we could do a live stream of it, at the same time too. That'd be pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, I don't want to hold it. I'm not getting in here and ratchet y'all. So 7-3 again from KJ5GBQ. We'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'll let you go, but I already got the plan. We'll have our battery packs and stuff. We'll be on the phone with the doggone earpiece on, and I'll be like, "Do you hear him? Do you like? We can make it happen." Hey, I'm down with the comms, bro. I'm down with the comms. Okay, let me let y'all go. Anyone else want to check in or just give a word before they go? Before we close it off, now's your chance. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, folks, y'all have fun out there. We're gonna close it off with our song of the week on the YouTube channel there. If you're watching live, we're gonna be playing Big E's Photo Adventure by my friend VA3EWV-L. So we'll see you guys and see you on the way. 7-3 for now from Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, that's done. So let's get this cranked up. I think I have this with the words. Hold on a second. That's with the words. Here we go. No. Does this have the words? There we go. Yeah, see, there we go. Big E's on the move everywhere. Down to them birds. Big E's making here to there. Big E's on the brand. 40-28 eager man. Golden storms echo across the land. Okay, so that's that one, and then one more for the road. And speaking of the road, I have to drive every day in traffic, so we're gonna do the drive after 5 because that's what I do every day. The drive after 5. Oh, you can't hear it? What? 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 No. I hope this is playing. No, you can't hear the music. What? How's that possible? Dang it! The heck? I wonder why that's. Dang it! Well, I have to figure that out. Well, y'all can't hear the music, so y'all gonna have to go watch it. So we're gonna stop that. I don't know why it's playing, but it's jamming up in here. That's for sure. It may be something with the settings on this thing. Anyway, you guys have a good day there. And I can't see anything in there, so it must be something with the thing saying. I know on Zoom you have to do some other setting and stuff. Who? Anyway, we will see y'all later. Have a good evening in 7-3.